the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith I'll never be swayed. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Bubba's EDC. I'm Bubba. Got a little package here today, and I'm excited about this one. Not even knife related. How about that? But I hope you enjoy it. I know I'm going to enjoy it. So let's get into it. This comes all the way from Nova Scotia. So there's a fine young man up there. And I think he would appreciate that. A fine young man whose channel goes by the name Pocket EDC. And he had reached out to me and asked, because he had seen in the chat we're in that I liked old Bibles and old songbooks. And I'll turn around and show y'all some stuff on the shelf over there here in a minute. And he had found one, and he showed it on his channel. It's rough. But I was like, yeah, it needs to be saved. So he sent it to me. So he sent a little card here. Let's open this up. I dropped it. Card says, thank you so much. I was hoping I'd get some stickers. Brother Brian, I hope this brings you some joy and that you discover some meaningful hymns that you didn't know. I'm glad it's in hands that will appreciate it. Keep doing you, brother. Forgive me, I'm having trouble reading that. Man, great content. I figured it out. I used to be able to read more handwritings than I do now. The older I get, the worse I get. But awesome. Pocket EDC, be handy. If you're not following him, check him out. He's got some really cool stuff. He made a really cool floating knife for Dave, one of the subscribers that follows a lot of us. He does some really cool stuff. So he dyed a Roper tumbleweed knife, really cool. So y'all check him out if you're not already. All right. Looks like he wrapped it up really well. Now, when I say I collect these, I don't have a bunch yet. All of a sudden, one day, it struck me that I had 2 or 3 old songbooks. And then we had some old hymnals at our church from when my dad was the pastor. And they had the church name on it, which we're under a different name now. Dad's long since been retired. So I grabbed one of those. We don't use the hymnals anymore. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was actually going to get some more from a lady my wife knows. And the lady said, yeah, they're yours. And then I don't know whatever became of them. But it's rough, y'all. Songs of praise and power. But I just love this kind of stuff. And one thing that's so cool, it says Amherst, Nova Scotia, right up in there, which I don't have any from Canada. So, I mean, the pages are coming out. So what I'll probably do is you can see how they're all coming out right there. So I'll probably try to clean all these broken pieces off, and I'll see if I can find the glue. I know there's some kind of glue to hold the papers there. I don't know if I'll be able to, because I mean, that's actually the binding that's there. Yeah, it just might it might get shrunk wrap, like vacuum. I might just vacuum seal it to protect it. That might be what I do. But very, very cool. No telling how old. I mean, it's got to be 100 years old. It's got to be every bit of 100 years old. You know, and I grew up in church. I know so many old songs, and I'm flipping through, seeing if I know any of these, because, you know, it's possible being in Canada, the songs are, you know, they have a lot of different songs. Y'all forgive me for just a second. So far, there's none that I know. There you go. There's one I know. We just sung this the other day. There's power in the blood. So this is so cool to me. And let me turn y'all around and I'll show y'all. Where are my songbooks? There they are. So I'll show y'all. 1 second. So here we've got Voice of Praise. This is an old, this is one that came from our church. This was what it was called when my dad was the pastor. That's my dad's name. That's our old address in Atlanta. We moved out of that address in 88 or 89, 90, I forget. But Heavenly Highway Hymns, New Sounds of Inspiration, Sing Unto the Lord, the Hymnal 82, Celebration Hymnal, and I got some duplicates and triplicates over here. Got an Only Believe. These are called Only Believe. This is really old Only Believe. Believers songbooks. So, yeah, I just love this kind of stuff. Obviously grew up in church. Am a Christian. Am the worship leader at our church. Excuse me, I'm trying to put all this back. So those are rough. So I'd like to get a better condition one of this, and we might have one at the church. And then we've got just some other Christian related things. The Emphatic Diaglot is now out of print. This was the original translation into English of the New Testament. And it has it's either Greek or Aramaic, I forget. But the Catholic Church actually stopped printing. Like they bought it out where it can't be printed anymore because they don't like it, from what I understand. Could be wrong on that. That's what I understand. Pastor's Manual. I'm not a pastor, but that was free at a Goodwill type place, but it wasn't Goodwill. Strong's Concordance, dictionaries, other Christian books. And over here we got Bibles. So kids' Bibles. These were mine when I was a kid. I won this from Cross and Copper EDC. This is mine from when I was a teenager. This one just came in from JC Mountain Ajar. This was mine when I was a kid. This one I don't remember. That was my daughter's first Bible there. That was my mother's on top. That was one of my wife's first Bibles when we moved to Georgia. This is from Cornbread. Different ones I've had over the years. That was a children's Bible when I was a kid. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. That's something I made on my CNC machine. I really like it. I think that's really cool. It's like the crosses of Calvary, and it's 2x6 cut down a little bit, and then I spray painted the whole thing black, and then did a rough sand and kind of left that black on there. I think that turned out really well. So that's some stuff that I really like. It's different. Bobby at Rugged Cross had picked up an old Bible at one of the, man, he finds all the antique places, one of the ones he had went to. And I commented on his video. I said, man, I was like, I would have had to have saved that. And he said next time he goes back, if it's there, he's going to grab it. So then I'll pay him for that. Excuse me. I just love that old stuff. I love old stuff in general. I don't want an old phone. I want a modern phone, but old stuff like that, I just love it. And being a Christian too, even if a Bible's tore up, I can't throw it away. I've got an old Bible on a table in the garage that came off of an old wooden heart that was a display piece my mom had years ago, back in the late 80s, early 90s, because she passed in 92. And they had taken like a little New Testament and kind of glued it down. So it looked, you could still flip the pages, but it was glued down and it looked like a heart display. And so I threw the heart display away, but I pulled that off. I just couldn't throw it away. Probably nothing wrong with it. I don't know. But anyways, Todd, I am tickled. Truly love it. It's got to be the oldest one I got. It's got to be. So, and the fact the cover still looks, to me, that looks so good. It was so simple back then, they didn't need a lot of design. They didn't need to be real ornate. And I just love it. So thank you so much, brother. And there's a package coming to you. It says 1 to 4 weeks from here to Canada. Sent it a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, I forget. So hopefully it'll get there soon for you. Hope you like it. So y'all, again, if you haven't checked Todd out, make sure to check Todd out. You will not be disappointed. I promise you that. Brother Terry says, I'll drink to that. But guys, I was going to show y'all. I toted. So this is the thinner of the two that I showed yesterday that Brother Stephen has sent. And so I know it wasn't made for a curved knife like that. That's the Obed Bow Creek Trapper. I forgot the word bow earlier. Obed Bow Creek, or Creek Bow. Sorry, Rosecraft. I forget. But the Trapper. So that's in there. And then, so I carry both of Stephen's slips today. And so this is, whoo, yeah. I'm so proud of that. That is so pretty. Look at that. I don't know if Big Jim polished it before he sent it to me, or that's just, he hadn't coon fingered it much since he got it from deep south. Love it. Absolutely love it. So Big Jim, thank you once again. Brother Stephen, thank you once again. Todd, thank you once again. Appreciate all of you. Love all of you. Brother Randy, I toted this today. Thank you. Mrs. Linda, once again, love it. I showed this to my coworker this morning. She said, I love it. She's the one that has all them, her and her boyfriend have all them fancy knives. So yeah, but thank you all for watching. Once again, I appreciate everybody who's subscribed and liked, commented, emailed, everything. I'll be on the lookout in the next day or two for a full review of the Rosecraft, if I can get it out, Obed Creek Bow Trapper. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. Be on the lookout. That's coming in the next day or so. So look forward to that. Doing a deep dive on that one. So thank you all very much. I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, wonderful rest of the week. And remember, do something kind for someone. It goes a mighty long way. God bless you.
With the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith, I'll never persuade. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.